What's going on, guys? It's your boy Beatsbyash back at it again with another banger of a video, and I'm here in Texas with my boy Dr. David Ton, about to take us through a killer workout at an insane gym. You want to tell us a little bit about what we're doing today?
Of course, man. What's up, guys? This is Dr. David. I'm a physical therapist and sports medicine specialist here in the North Houston area. And of course, my boy John Ashby's in town. We got to take him through one of my most killer workouts here at the best real gym in North Texas, right? So this is Stronger Training up in Willis. If you're ever in town, drop by. Owner Mike, he's super awesome. This is one of those facilities where it's super hardcore. You're here to put in the work, you're here to get stronger. So for today's workout, that's exactly what we're gonna do, man. So yeah, take you through one of my favorite workouts. Of course, all the bros know. We're gonna go through some bench and arms. So the goal here, get stronger, progress, put some weights on the bars, see what we got, and then get a good sick pump after that, man. How do you feel about that?
Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear. Everything's bigger in Texas, including the workload. Shout out to the owner, Mike. And without further ado, let's get into the goo.
All right, another warm-up weight, building up. I think today we're gonna try to hit a 315 single and see how that feels.
You know this is a legit facility because all the plates are in kg. If you know, you know, you know. Lightweight, lightweight.
Oh yeah, we're hitting 3 plates today, baby, for sure. It's feeling good.
New PR incoming.
Oh yeah.
I honestly don't really do flat at all. I mainly have just been doing incline with sets of 185.
Yeah.
How much do you think I should do?
Since you normally don't do flat at all, although flat bench is technically easier than an incline, just because you haven't done it, you're definitely going less than 185.
Okay.
I'd say probably try just doing a couple sets of 135. Feels good. We can maybe up it to at most 165, but it's a new movement for you. Don't worry about trying to go heavy or get any kind of new PRs or anything like that today.
Okay,
just
I got
work
you.
on getting used to the motion, yeah.
So these are 45?
Yeah, these are about
okay,
45
cool.
there, yeah.
Is there only one plate on this side?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
1 and 1.
Cool.
Let's give that a try.
Lightweight, lightweight. Boom.
Got it. Let's go. Easy. 3, come on.
Boom.
7, 8, 9. Oh, you got at least 2 more in you. You can definitely hit a set of 12 here.
Another one.
Yeah, let's go, let's go.
Another one. Another one.
14.
And
hit that
another
15.
one.
Hit that 15. Nice. You're going to failure on that first set. Let's go, lock it up. I got you, I got you, I got you.
2
Keep
more.
pushing, push it.
Boom.
1 more, I got you. And up, 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 up. All you, baby, all you. Let's go. I lost count there. That was insane.
Lightweight.
How you
Underestimated 3.0. Not done yet, baby. Boom.
All out in the first set. Let's go. I like it.
I usually just go to complete failure every time. Usually what I do is I do a warm-up and then I go 2 sets of the highest weight that I can do with actually a good range of motion. And then I do a butter set where I just drop down and just try to do as many as I can.
Little drop set, yeah, I like that. So for me, I think just as the weights get heavier, it gets harder and harder to recover if you go to failure every time. So about 3 sets, I usually take the last set to complete failure or pretty close to failure. First 2 sets, you're just still feeling everything out, but as long as you're within that 1 to 2 rep range of failure, building solid muscle. But hey, it's always good to know what failure feels like.
Yeah.
That way, as you progress and you get stronger, you'll know exactly how hard you need to be training. So I like that, man. You're a hard worker, so you already got that going for you.
And the big thing is, it may seem like it, it's not that my cardio is shit. The main reason I work out in the morning is because for the first 3 to 4 hours of the day, I basically just cannot breathe because of my medical condition.
Yeah.
So after this, whenever the endorphins are going, that's when I can first start breathing. So I probably could do more, but I just could not breathe.
Don't worry,
you
man.
know what I'm
Pace
saying?
yourself. Pace yourself. You got a good 2 hours of full workouts here. Got a lot more exercises after this, so you don't want to burn yourself out too fast. That's why training hard is good, but don't feel pressure to take everything to failure all the time. Right?
Yeah.
The more you pace it out, even if you're not at failure, you can technically just keep doing more sets. Right? More sets closer to failure, but not at failure, is going to be just as effective and a good stimulus as taking everything to failure.
Yeah, and how long do you usually rest? Because I honestly usually only do 3 to 4 exercises, but I may take 4 minutes or 5 minutes between each go.
Right.
Because they've done studies that show upwards of 6 minutes. That increases your hypertrophy. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it increases your gains essentially the longer you wait in between sets, up to the 6-minute mark.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, most people, they don't want to do that. They just want to go again.
Exactly.
So no one ever really takes that into consideration, right?
Exactly. So if you're resting for a long time, you can get a little bit more reps and a little bit more out of it, right? So nothing wrong with basically resting until you feel ready.
Yeah.
Usually most people feel ready around that 3 to 5 minute mark for a heavy lift, like let's say, for example, squats, deadlift, bench. If you're really out of it, 6 minutes is fine, but generally, like you said, that 3, 4, 5 minutes rest is plenty of time. If you can't recover within that time, there's probably other issues going on. Your cardiovascular, general conditioning, and all that is probably needs a little bit of work. But if you see your guys doing cardio, they're able to like recover just fine. But in general, even if you feel good in like by like 1 or 2 minutes, it's good to just rest a little bit longer so you can get a couple more reps in. Yeah.
But it's crazy because you look back at the Arnold era, and he's like, yeah, there's no rest to even get a water. He goes, I go. You know, and you look at like the size that they're doing, it's just crazy to see like how much information has changed, right?
Right, for sure. Yeah, their training style, the stuff that they're using, all that is so different. I wouldn't recommend anyone right now to train the way they do. I think it's super motivating to see how hard they train, but you got to apply that same amount of hard work and intensity to the type of exercises that you're doing, right?
For sure.
So in general, there's exercises that you can rest a lot less in, like isolation motions, right? Your bicep curls, tricep pushdowns, all that, perfectly fine. But with these big compound motions, it's best to just be as recovered as you can so that you can absolutely aim for your PRs, right? Generally, with these kind of exercises, the stronger you get, the bigger you're gonna get, right? So that's simple as that. If you're not getting stronger on your basic lifts, you're not growing, right? So that comes with food, nutrition, all of that. And guess what? If you're not resting long enough, you're not hitting your PRs, you're getting some stimulus, but at the same time, are you really growing if you're not getting stronger? So rest is good. Get the rest that you need.
If you're not here to grow, you gotta go.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You said it best. All right, let's keep going. The way I train, I like going to mix up heavy weights and then a little bit more of like the high reps so we can get all kinds of different adaptation. So I'm gonna work up to a heavy single, close to failure. We're gonna get to around 315 today. That's the goal. We'll see if we can hit that. And then afterwards, I'll do a couple of back off sets of lighter weight for a little bit higher reps. So here's the thing. If you're a beginner at the gym, don't worry too much about going heavy. You don't need to max out. Just pick a good rep range, anywhere between like 6 to 12. Really get good at the exercise in that rep range, but as you get more advanced, to get more stimulus, you're gonna need to start mixing in things a little bit. Go a little heavy, go a little lighter. I do anywhere from 1 to 15, sometimes upwards of even 20 repetitions. But like I said, if you're just starting out, train hard, stick around 6 to 12. You'll get plenty of gains from that, and you can change all that up later. 3, 2, 1, up. Okay, let go slowly. Good, back up.
Lightweight, boom.
All right, 275 down, we're gonna go 295 next, and then see what 315 feels like. Let's get it. You wanna add some weight?
Yeah, put a white on.
Let me do a quick math to also make sure that our math is right.
Because I was trying to do like a 155.
All right, so 150, that should be right.
The question is 20 kg, is that exactly 45?
No, that's actually 44.
Okay, that's what
I
was
just did the
wondering.
math. It's actually like, so this is 2 pounds less plus the 5 kg.
Which is like 10.
But this is 11 pounds. So actually, it actually evens out.
Oh, really? So it's
actually
exactly 155.
155, yeah. But when I do 3 plates, I will have to use, I'll use the rubber plates.
Yeah.
Also, it just feels a little bit better.
For anyone wondering, it's because the rubber plates are actually fake.
Rubber plates just look a little bigger. So that's all the ego, you know?
Go.
Okay. Nice. 4, that's good. 5. Got you. Following you, you lead the way. Good. There you go. Good, let's rack it here. Good. Going beyond failure here. This is more than body weight.
Yeah.
Awesome work, bro.
My shoulders kind of lock out at that point, you know?
Yeah.
But that was a good set.
No, that was good. I like it. You're going beyond failure every set, so you're definitely get some good hypertrophy gains from that.
Yeah.
I get a lot of food after this.
This is a nice bar. It has a good grip to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you use a bar and it's like, the rigid part is kind of like on this you can kind of see that it's almost like someone's taken a sander to it.
Right.
Right? So you're not able to get those grooves in your palms.
Okay, so we can do a blue and a yellow.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to go full rainbow? It is Pride Month, man.
It is June right now. So cool thing I like doing, if you notice I use wrist wraps and elbow sleeves. So cool thing about that is just when you get heavy, you want these, one, to protect your joints a little bit, but the compression here helps with the blood flow, so it just feels a lot better. So I've been benching for close to 10 years now, and just over time, if you're training hard, you're training correctly, you know, sometimes you're gonna get a little bit of aches and pains. It just kind of comes with any sport, right? So when that happens, preventatively, use some equipment to help you. Don't put yourself at risk. Get spotters, wear equipment, no shame in that.
Well, especially because you're going like way heavier.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if I'm doing like my lighter sets, I don't usually need to use anything, but you know, if you're getting into the 300s, you just don't want your wrist to like pop back or nothing
For
like
sure.
that. 3, 2, 1, up. That's good. Nice. Awesome, awesome. Not bad, not bad. I have 20 pounds more.
How much was that?
This was 295-ish, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's 2 John Ashby.
How many beyond failures do you want? So let's say like once I start helping you, you want to go like 3 more after that?
I don't really hold myself to a number.
Yeah.
Because then that creates like an artificial sense of like what my maximum output is. Ideally, I'd like to go until either I throw up or have to be hauled out in a wheelchair.
So
you know,
that's not a bad mindset. The only reason why I think numbers so important is a way for you to track that you're improving. So for example, you go to failure, you hit like 8, then I help you get 3 more. Next time you hit 8, and then I help you with 4 more, you're getting a little bit more. That way over time, you know that you're improving. I like the mindset of, you know, going until you drop, but basically the how much you can do before you drop needs to also improve over time.
No, I agree with what you're saying. It's just like, I don't really do this exercise, and I probably will not do it after this. And the other thing is,
bro.
I usually don't have a spotter.
Yeah.
So anything after what I'm able to do, that's already improvement, right? You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good. You let me know when you're racking, and then I'll be right behind you.
Okay. I always try to get like a sip of water between every set.
Definitely.
Because you know they say that helps like circulate your blood and makes you be able to like do more for each set. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true, but I definitely like tell a difference.
Yeah, I mean definitely water is like a big source of energy, right? Like we're made up of like what, almost 70% water. So you're gonna lose water even if you're not sweating a lot while you're lifting. You need the water. Like just from when I'm lifting, I don't usually sweat, but I can feel my mouth getting dry, and then I start getting tired. Head starts hurting a little bit. Get some water, Gatorade, and then you can PR from there.
Yeah, that's usually like the way that since I'm just trying to do like high intensity, like quick, get it done so I can get home.
Right.
Typically the way I like gauge myself is I just have like, you know, my big thing of water, and by the time that like I'm done with the water, that's when I leave.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I gauge myself.
Yep, get in, work hard, get out. Don't waste too much time. I like that.
Lightweight, boom.
Oh yeah. High reps, let's go, baby. Look at this guy. You don't need me here. A little throw there. Good, good. Work hard, work hard. Plant the feet. Nice, nice. Good, good. Got you. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Good, good. Come on, push, push, push. There you go. Oh yeah. Didn't even help you on that one.
Yeah, my elbow's just kind of like locked out before I keep going, you know?
Yeah, when you're training hard, it's gonna flare a little bit. Muscle's gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? Well,
yeah, there's
like,
like, there's 2 different like ways you stop. It's like either you burn out up here and your shoulders lock out, or you burn out right here and your like connection between your tricep and your bicep burns out, you know?
Right, right. So the reason we're switching to rubber plates here too is because I really want to hit 315. That's a big goal of mine. Unfortunately, a lot of them, they don't add up with the metal plates they're calibrated. They don't add up exactly to 315. Might be missing a couple pounds here and there. So although it's more accurate, I don't want the trouble of finding like a 1 or 2 pound plate. So this is going to be easier, typical gym bro. You typically find these weights more in those commercial gyms. So might as well just kind of do it like this for consistency.
The real reason is he wants to look like a badass.
Dude, these weights are bigger too. It's good when you have 3 of them on here. I'll show you.
Yeah, I noticed that if you look on the side, it says this is 20.41 kgs.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's actually like a direct equivalent, whereas the other one is like not.
Yep, yep. So the problem with that is if you have 6 of those plates, you're missing out on 6 pounds.
Okay, so you want 6 of those?
Yeah, 3 on each side. Let's do it.
One of my biggest pet peeves when you're at a gym and the weight, like you got 145 of these, and then you got another brand of plate as the 45. Like there's just something that doesn't feel right about that. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it doesn't fit all smooth in there. YouTube, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this looks fucking scary. This is terrifying. So I weigh around 160 something. This is 315, almost double body weight bench press. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, a little nervous, not gonna lie, but let's give it a try. 3, 2, 1, up. Okay, hold it there, slowly, let go, slowly. Good, good, okay, let go.
Lightweight, boom. Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Boom.
Oh my gosh.
Did I fuck it up for you?
Yeah, you did.
My bad.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, as you saw, we did not hit 315 today. just the reality of like non-enhanced lifting, where I've been training 8 years, but the gains come slow at a certain point. So keep lifting, keep working hard regardless. A little bit disappointed, but that's okay. Usually when I don't hit a lift, I like to kind of see like what went wrong there. So I noticed that I could get the bar off of the chest, and then the lockout was really hard and I felt my triceps giving out. That just means that my chest is pretty good there. My chest could do it. Triceps, maybe a little bit, shoulders are weak. So when that happens, I just go in and just start hammering those weak points and try to get stronger from there. So we'll keep doing our accessories, get some more bench press volume in, get some dumbbells in, some machines if there's any, and then from there we're gonna hammer the triceps after that, all right?
You know what I say, safety first, safety with the girls, safety when you're doing the curls.
Yep. No ego here.
Says the guy who just outdid everyone. See, I never like go that heavy on these because this is like a thing where like, I feel like for me, like I could do more weight, but it's so difficult to get them up on your own initially, right?
Right.
What are these down here? Oh no, those are out of my weight class.
Those are some
I guess I'll just do
130s,
these
135s.
50s. We'll just chill with this.
Yeah,
Especially
your body's
since
pretty warmed up now.
we already did some flat or whatever. Yeah, these weights are bigger than my biceps.
Go.
Boom. Boom.
Nice. Good form.
Lightweight?
Yeah. Let's go. Good. Push it. There you go. Nice.
That's always really scary for me is when you're like elbows giving out, and I feel
Yeah.
like, because I've seen people pop their shit out, man.
Usually if it comes up and it's a little shaky, right, you get to the point where even the muscles can do a little bit more. Once the form breaks down, it's called technical failure. That's usually a good sign to stop.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, technical failure, because you never want to compromise your technique a little bit. Sure, maybe your body can do a little bit more in certain muscles, but you're always, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So if the elbows are giving out a little bit, your chest still feels pretty good. There's always ways to hit the chest without compromising the elbow later on.
Yeah. See, I usually go with what I like to call the Obamacare failure, which means you can't afford very good insurance, so you stop before you get to that point.
Some warm up here.
Yeah, just casually. Let me just take your
Things
weights.
moving. I'm gonna probably go to about like 80, 90-ish today, which is what I like done before. So just getting like the feel of it. So at a certain point, even if your body's pretty warmed up from the other exercises, like I feel pretty warmed up from the bench that we did earlier.
Yeah.
However, it's still a different movement pattern. So like just making sure that my form feels good and everything's locked in before jumping to the new weight.
I mean, yeah, probably like the best warm-up you could have is just taking your friend's, maximum weight and just, warming up with it, right?
Alrighty.
That's a big test booster, man.
So basically, training should always be evolving, right? Sometimes you go in and you have a plan, and then things don't work out right, and you can adjust accordingly. So normally today, with just the time we have, we can just do all chest. But knowing that, I was training pretty hard and I got to failure with a heavy weight on my chest, and knowing now that triceps are a weakness, I want just to focus on that a little bit. So we can do a little bit of chest and tricep, have some fun with it, Having a good routine is really nice, and following that routine is nice, but sometimes going off script, and if you know your body, it can get pretty good too.
See, since I used to work out with this football guy, I have this mentality of I'm doing the same thing. We have a rule where it's we always do legs on Monday. So I'd be like, so should we do something else? Because someone's on that machine, he's like, no, we do legs on Monday. We must wait.
When everyone's doing International Chest Day on Mondays and you do legs, you're fighting for equipment less too. So
yeah,
a little pro tip right there.
Yeah, so I usually do Monday legs, Tuesday chest, Wednesday arms, and then Thursday back, and then Friday shoulders.
Yeah, I think the split is just whatever you have fun with that you can stick with consistently and improve your performance over time. Every split has its pros and cons. As long as you're getting adequate workload in and you're training hard, you're eating right, anything can work at the early levels for sure.
Yeah, so that's in my opinion, the most important thing to me is you keep doing the same thing for a while, and then there comes a point in time where everyone's I've been going on the schedule, I've been going these days, but today, I don't feel like going, and that's where, when I feel that way, I'm I'm just gonna go and just do something fun. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
I think that's really the biggest difference maker between people who stay consistent is it stops being fun, right? And so sometimes it's all right, I'm just gonna go and just do some cardio or do some, I see some thing of someone doing some exercise, I'm that looks fun, I'm just gonna go in and try this. Because if I didn't, I would have just not like went that day. And it's better to like have some physical activity than nothing, right?
Definitely. Have fun, listen to your body. You don't have to be super strict with everything as long as you're progressing over time. And that's the main thing. I love what you said about fun though, because a lot of people, if you notice the people that are successful at bodybuilding, get the most muscle and strength, biggest thing is that they enjoy it, they're passionate about it. The more you're passionate about anything, the more you enjoy anything, that's how you get the results, right? So you have guys that stick to it and they just go on a disciplined schedule. Problem is, year by year, you see these same guys in the gym, they look the exact same despite going to the gym every time you go, right? Because when they get there, it's just out of habit, they're just trying to stay disciplined and motivated, but when they're there, they're not passionate about adding the reps, they're not passionate about getting the good work in, they're not passionate and dialed in on their nutrition. So at the end of the day, they're just wasting a lot of time, and then you have so many people that like, I've been training for years and years, and they don't even look like they lift, right?
That's facts.
That's a big problem. That's a big problem. People don't work hard, but the people that work hard are the people that are passionate. So learn to love what you do. Don't go to the gym just because you have to, but be there with a purpose. Be there and just enjoy your time there. You know, going to the gym is a privilege. Not everyone has access to gyms and equipment. If you can go, you know, that's a good chance to not only focus on your health, but improving yourself in a physical level and longevity. It's amazing what the body can do, man. Don't waste that. Don't waste that. Want to try the 65s here? Or say
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can get this up.
Yeah, so start it on your knees. Yep.
Yeah, this one guy, this older guy showed me is you like pop it up with your knees.
Exactly, yeah. You push it up with your knee a little bit, and then you lay back with it. When you're laying back, you're getting a little bit of momentum too.
Do you push it up like one at a time or both?
I like doing it one at a time, yeah.
Okay.
Because both sometimes you lose control of it. So one at a time, yep, and then the other one, and then now bring your elbows out into position.
Yeah, I need you to help me push me up real quick.
Let's go. Okay. Let's start. Good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, like I can probably do that,
Yeah.
but I'm not getting a good range of motion.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go back.
That's fine, yeah. That's exactly what we talked about too, right? Like don't compromise your form. If you feel like it's shaking, it feels a little bit different, then that's totally fine.
Yeah, because I feel like I can only do that with cheating. Like I can't go down fully. Maybe if we would have done this first, it'd be different.
Nice. Squeeze the dumbbell. That's it. Good. Technical failure right there. Right what we talked about.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Boom. Yes, sir. Okay. Let's go. Lightweight. Boom. We're working, people. And another one. Boom.
That's good. Whew. That's pumped up.
That's way more than I could do.
Okay. All right, so the next thing we're doing here, like I mentioned, sometimes after the bench, you just want to train your weak parts a little bit. So we're going to do some triceps, get a little bit of arm in. Like we mentioned, it's going to bro it out a little bit, get a good pump, and see how it looks from there. So just get a little warm up.
Bro, I want you to go Super Saiyan blue on this one. I saw your shirt, and you're only Super Saiyan yellow, man.
Yeah,
we need
man.
Super
I couldn't
Saiyan
find
blue.
a blue. I couldn't find a blue. Okay. If you're watching this Vanquish team, give me a Super Saiyan blue Vegeta, all right? Then you got my money. Okay.
If you don't think Dragon Ball Super is the best series, then leave the video right now. We don't want you. All right, let's see if I can do this.
Let's go.
Boom. 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 Gotta get that good squeeze, baby.
Yeah.
Boom. 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 That's a toughie right there. Boom. Yes, sir. Lightweight. Let's go. We're working, people. We're working.
So with a lot of these accessories, a little bit easier on the joint. a lot more safe to go to failure with compared to something like a bench press or other compound exercises. So even if your form breaks down a little bit, a little squeeze at the end, totally fine. Train hard on these, get a great pump, build rock hard arms. Let's go.
Boom. Boom.
There you go.
Gotta get that good squeeze, baby.
Squeeze the tricep at the bottom. Take it all the way. There we go. Bring the elbows all the way up. Get that stretch. Down, squeeze. Perfect, perfect. You know, wear like a sleeveless next time.
Yes, sir.
Go off the guns.
See, I was gonna wear the my fighting tank, but people always give me shit like, dude, why do you always wear the same shirt? I'm like, bro, it's a free fucking shirt, and I have like 10 of these shirts for my gym. Rule number 1 of being adult: you wear free shirts, man. Since I came here, so many people have gave me free shit that I don't even know what to do with.
Never have to buy again.
This is a shirt that was given to me at a nonprofit that helps support veterans in Fort Worth. And this shirt is actually made by the natural Randy Couture. Shout out Randy Couture.
So this next exercise, a little pinwheel or hammer curl, one of my favorite exercises to hit the arms. It hits a part that a lot of people neglect, which is the brachialis is actually kind of underneath the bicep a little bit. So people are doing curls and it grows it to a certain extent, but sometimes people don't have that width in that arm. And you can really build that with these hammer curls. Also, it gives a sick pump, and the angle when you do it just absolutely looks amazing. So
that's why they call him the doctor, because I did not process that right now, but I've got it in the spank bank for later.
Pinwheel curls, a little bit of an ego. We can stand in front of the mirror, just look at your arms, bring it up. Dumbbell to about your chest here. Nice and slow, trying to feel the contraction right in between your tricep and the bicep. You're gonna hit that brachioradialis, that forearm muscle here a lot too.
Okay.
I like to think I have pretty decent forearms. Attribute a lot of the gains to these right here. Nice and squeezed. There you go.
See, I've heard that forearms are similar to calves in the way that a large portion of it is genetics.
A large portion for sure. There you go. Just go until it starts burning here. Can't get it up anymore. That's the set.
Bro got them Spider-Man veins.
A couple past failure. There you go. Give these a try. One of my favorite accessory workouts of all time.
What weight did you use?
That was like 30s.
Okay, I'm gonna go, what do you think I should go to, 20?
Yeah, 20, 25-ish probably. I'll try 20.
See how this feels. What's funny is, like, when I first started working out when I was like 13, I used to do a lot of arms.
Yeah.
And so like my arms are like more strong than like, that's probably my strongest body part. Because like, as you can see, like my bicep is probably as big as your wrist.
Honestly.
But I can curl 50s for reps.
And dude, the veins and everything, like your arms are actually crazy.
Dude.
Roll up your sleeve for this one, man. You gotta show this on camera.
Here, I'll just take my shirt off.
There you go.
They're gonna catch me off guard because I've been eating this is probably the worst my diet has been in a long time.
Nah, bro, you're lean. You're
think
back,
so?
yeah.
Yeah, you got a tattoo?
Bro, you look like you can
bro.
fight people.
It's the lion sin, bro. The lion sin of pride.
Oh, nice.
7 deadly sins.
Yes, sir. So we're going like this?
Yeah, so bring the dumbbell to the opposite chest. There
Like
you go.
here?
Yep.
And do I go down to like right here?
Yep, go down all the way, bring it up, squeeze the bicep right there. Yep.
Honestly, I think I might go up to 30.
Yeah. Right there you go.
This is the one thing I can do where I can hang.
Look at those arms there. There you go. You're trying to feel it right that area-ish here.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Forearm too. Good. There you go. Look at the veins there.
I always go to the doctor, and when I get like blood drawn, and they're like, you have like perfect veins, like they never miss, you know?
Yeah. You look insane right now.
Tobey Maguire, I'm coming for you, buddy. We need to bring back the ginger
Spider-Man.
representation in movies. Disney has been on an out to get us out of the movies and replace us with people of color. Look up the ginger side. You know what I'm talking about. It's all a conspiracy theory.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about good for me, man.
Okay, one more set here for me, Ronnie. If there's any plans for a sequel to Dragon Ball Evolution or any other live action Dragon Ball, hit me up. I want to be Vegeta, but shit, man, I'll settle for Krillin. Just hit me up, man. Hit me up.
Hey, they got that voice actor strike going on. You can go in the front reins.
There you go, get that pump. You got the lion center pride tattoo. I just got an actual lion.
Oh shit. So we're basically Animal Kingdom brothers.
Hell yeah, bro. There you go. Whew. Good set there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude, your arms can definitely hang. It's awesome. Look at that.
What do you think about reverse curls? That's one of my favorite things.
I like it.
Where
I
you
like
go
it.
like right here?
Yeah. Same concept, right? Hits a lot of that brachialis muscle. Hits a lot of your forearms, wrist extensors too. Absolutely nothing wrong with them. Not a priority in terms of exercises I would do. But I don't really focus on my forearms all too much. They just kind of just grow when I deadlift. But if you want to isolate them, nothing wrong with that for sure. And you can still definitely get bigger upper arm from them.
One interesting thing I heard about chest recently is there's this guy that I saw, and he was saying, he's like, have you ever seen anyone with an overdeveloped upper chest? No.
No.
But how many people have you seen with an overdeveloped under chest?
Yeah, so
right?
big part of that with the upper chest, shoulders, traps, they have a little bit more of what's called androgenic receptors. So in general, they're a little bit more like genetically focused on. And so if you have a big upper chest, you kind of just got the genetic lottery too. You can train them a lot. They're also just really hard to grow. Yeah. There you go. Like you have guys like incline benching all the time, but still have problems building their upper chest. And then you see a lot of guys, they hop on the juice, hop on steroids. Shoulders and upper chest tends to blow up the most because they respond most to the PEDs. So as natural guys, it's actually pretty hard to get upper chest and delts.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, I think we're good.
Beatsbyash x Big Ton, back at it again with another banger, baby. Thank you so much for watching. As always, may the Lord bless you, keep you, bestow his countenance upon you, and give you peace. If it's not the goo, it's got to go.
Amen,
and we'll
bro.
see you in the next one, brother.
Take care. Amen, bro.
Ooh, is that indigo?